Hey, I am here for your September healing modality video. And the healing modality for this month is animal spirit medicine. So, for many of us, we notice animals in our space that we aren't used to seeing, that seem to show up sort of out of the blue. And we've become accustomed to the practice of looking up the animal symbolism for that animal to help us discern, like, maybe what that animal is coming into our life to tell us. What is the message that life is trying to give us through the messenger of that animal spirit or that animal medicine? There's a great book that I've had for years now. You can see it's all tabbed up, Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. This is the book we used before the Googles made it easy to just Google like skunk totem or skunk medicine, skunk symbolism, and then the Google bring us, all these articles for us to sift through. But before that convenience, we had Animal Speak. That was everyone's go-to book. And I still use it all the time. But as my practice of working with animal spirits and animal messengers has evolved over the years, I've started to notice something really interesting. And I wonder if it might resonate with you too. So the animals, of course, have their own spirits, their own essence, their own energy, their own life. And different cultures have seen animals as carrying a certain kind of vibration. But those perceptions by different cultures can be really contradictory. For example, the owl. The owl has been held in huge fear by some cultures and seen as an omen of death. Whereas in other cultures, it's seen as a carrier of wisdom and an ability to see through illusion. Same with the crow. The crow has been considered a really bad omen in some cultures, and in others it's very intelligent. Some cultures see it as the trickster. So this is true with many animals. So you can sort of choose a culture that you have decided that you align with, and so you're going to reference that culture's insight to help you discern the message. Or there's another way, a way that seems to be working really well in my life. So I hope this video doesn't get too long, but I have a lot to say about this. As humans, we are also animals who have co-evolved on this planet alongside of the other animals that we share this planet with. So much so that several of our DNA sequences are identical to the DNA sequences in other life forms on this planet. So we have DNA sequences that are a match to an oak tree. We have DNA sequences that are a match to fish. We have DNA sequences that are a match to, the heron, the great blue heron. So all of these animals that we've co-evolved with, our species has interacted with both as food and medicine and, working up the evolutionary ladder. We all started as single-celled organisms. So every life form that we see on this planet has moved through iterations as other life forms. Okay, I don't want to get too heady and nerdy, but if you look at the evolution of a human embryo from the gestation period, so when that egg is fertilized and then it begins to proliferate its cells, and then it becomes a zygote, and then it becomes an embryo, and then it becomes a fetus. And in that process, the embryo of the human child goes through sort of the whole evolutionary process. First, that embryo looks very much like a fish. Then it looks very much like a reptile. Then it looks very much like a bird. Then it looks like a mammal. Then it looks like a human. So in the birth, in the growing of a human child, we mirror this whole evolutionary process. I say all of that to say this. Whatever animal is coming to you as a messenger is not coming to you outside of you. That animal is coming to you because it carries a message that belongs inside of you. It is an echo and a mirror of an energy that is asking for your attention inside of you. It's not something that is new information that suddenly the universe is giving you, like, all of this new information by this animal coming to you. Generally, this animal is coming as validation for something you've already known or experienced or been invited into. So, for example, I was sitting out tonight with bats. I love bats. So seeing these bats dive and swirl and, fly with such agility in complete darkness, I could go to Ted Andrews' book and I could read his insight into what bat means to him. I could read old Celtic lore about bats because that's the culture I align with mostly. But what I've learned to do is feel into, like, what is the part of me? Where does bat live inside of me? What is the part of me that remembers being a bat? What is the energy that bat carries that is wanting to emerge in my life again, or that I'm being invited to remember? And so watching the way bat moves through the dark, using sound and sensation, and they move so playfully and with such agility. So I'm noticing that bat is reminding me of trust, of playfulness, of being able to feel my way through the dark, even when I can't always see clearly, of not being afraid when there isn't light, trusting that the universe will echo back to me what is true, so I can send my signal out into the world and the universe will echo back to me what is true. So these are messages that bat has given me tonight because I listen deeply for where bat lives inside of me. So that is the healing practice I offer you this month, is the idea that these animals that cross our path, they are not coming as something outside of you, but really coming to acknowledge something inside of you that they recognize and call to and resonate with, some quality, some remembering that is bubbling up and emerging in your journey right now. And so it's totally fine to look up what the symbolism is, to get a starting point, to get some other perspectives. But if we can really get quiet and feel inside of ourselves, what is this animal saying to me in my journey right now? I really think that's where the magic is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have experiences you'd like to share, I'd love to hear about them. You can drop them in the comments or come on over to my forum at therebelherbalist.com. You can join the Sanctuary Forum for free, and that's a great place to share stories like that. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you real soon.